Live from the Collins Pearly Sports Center, you're watching BFA Bobwhite football. Good evening, everyone. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand as the Bobwhites host the MMU Cougars to start the Vermont high school season. Andrew, welcome into the press booth. Your thoughts here as we look to kick off another Vermont high school football season.
Oh, thanks for having me, Tate. Appreciate it. Yeah, this year is going to be great. For those that don't know, we got a lot of mix-up when it comes to when it comes to divisions this year. So obviously we got MMU that went from Division 1 last year, dropped down to Division 2 this year, and BFA holding strong in Division 1 again. So I think it's going to be a hard-fought match tonight, and I look forward to seeing what both lines do.
BFA, speaking of lines, certainly a lot more seniors. I think, Andrew, we were counting up before the game started with the Bobwhites probably twice as many seniors, including up on the offensive line front.
Yeah, they're looking at returning a total of 12 seniors this year, which is pretty impressive. It speaks volumes to the kind of program that Jeff Murray runs here and his coaching staff. And then I think we counted probably 5 or 6 for Mount Mansfield. And a good chunk of that for BFA is on their line. They're returning 5 seniors to the offensive and defensive line, and Mount Mansfield's returning only 2. So pretty young line for MMU, but watching them in warm-ups, they look like they're going to hold their own.
Speaking of the offensive line, one person who will certainly count on them is the starting quarterback for this evening for BFA, Seneca DeRocher Jr. We saw Seneca DeRocher last year, mostly, at least for the first half plus of the season, out of the running back position, but due to some season injuries, saw him up under center at quarterback. Andrew, you had an opportunity to coach him. Any thoughts? What should we expect to see here this evening?
I did. I was able to coach him his freshman year when he first came up, and watching him grow from then till now, he's turned into an absolute athlete. The kid's always been an athlete from a young age. I think his ability to make plays outside of the pocket, to improvise, really throws his baseball background into it when he throws the ball. If you watch his delivery. He's got, I told you earlier, he's got rockets attached to his feet. I mean, this kid can fly. And his arm, he has an incredible arm strength and can throw the ball 50, 60 yards.
For Mount Mansfield, Nathan Messier, also junior, will be starting under center for the Cougars. As Andrew kind of noted earlier, a little bit of restructuring in high school football in Vermont with MMU dropping from Division I down to Division II. Doesn't seem like that long ago, but I guess more when I reflect upon it, 2017, when they had Marty Richards as a head coach, they won the Division I title, but certainly have the number of players participating for MMU have kind of thinned out some.
Yeah, and you kind of see that across the board when it comes to all the other teams. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what about football that kids just aren't into. But, yeah, I mean, numbers, unfortunately, it's the name of the game. And you'll hear it in every sport and definitely in football, but it's the next man up. So you've always got to be too deep at every position no matter what. Whether, if it's a traditional offensive guy that needs to step up and play defense, or if it's a defensive guy that needs to step up and play offense. So when you get those smaller numbers, you got guys that are going to play both sides of the ball tonight.
MMU traditionally has run out a spread offense, so it'll be interesting to see what BFA does defensively. I know in years past they've kind of run a 3-4 defense against that spread offense if all things hold. BFA, again, made mention a number of returning players from last year's squad that made the playoffs, ventured down Interstate 89 to take on traditional powerhouse in the Hartford Hurricane. Played a really good game in the playoffs, but fell short. Certainly probably some high expectations for BFA this season, Andrew.
Absolutely. Any season, I think every team comes in with the mentality of this is the year. I think for BFA, with their opportunity to return 12 seniors, this is their year. This is a chance for them to really come out and show them what Smash Mouth football is all about. Jeff Murray's run that same offense since he got here. I mean, the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And Jeff is sticking to it. It's definitely not broke.
And for some of our newer listeners, that same old offense is the Delaware wing tee. So That's the offense the Bobwhites have been running, it seems like, for generations at this point in time, certainly through head coach Jeff Murray and one of his former coaches, Dave Peterson, prior to that. Want to say that this broadcast is made possible with the help of our community partners, Northwestern Rehabilitation, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness, as you hear the Collins Pearly crowd react as the BFA Bobwhites take the field here. If you'd like to help support Northwest Access TV's coverage of live high school sports, have your business reach out to the staff at 802-782-8676. They cover more than 100 games during the school year, and your logo could be seen by all of Franklin County and Vermont. As an example, besides watching on our local Comcast here around the greater St. Albans area, tonight's game is also broadcast on YouTube. So we've got both squads out here on the field. The Bobwhites in their traditional green and gold, green jerseys, gold helmets. MMU wearing their away whites. Take a look here. Hopefully I have it. Maybe I don't. Just going to take a look at some other out-of-town matchups, but we'll look to cover that at halftime. As we await the start of the kickoff, we'll take a quick timeout. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand here for the season opener as the BFA Bobwhites play host to the MMU Cougars. We've got both teams' captains out at midfield, standing at the 50-yard line for the coin toss. Also want to note that we've upgraded the production here at Northwest Access TV. You'll see multiple camera angles here this season, 3 cameras, I believe. Certainly look forward to providing you that this evening. Again, want to thank our sponsors for making that possible. Bobwhites will be on the road next week as they head down to Manchester, Vermont next Saturday, where they'll take on the Bulldogs. That's a Saturday game at 1 p.m. Andrew, we're just taking a quick look during that last TV timeout, and 2 real big games taking place this evening. Essex against Rutland and St. Johnsbury versus Hartford.
Yeah, Essex obviously being the defending D1 champions. Did read an article in the Free Press about them, and they're returning seniors. I think they're gonna be another tough team. They're coming back off a big win for them with, again, Marty Richards at the helm. But they do have a new coaching staff, so be interesting to see what comes about that. But those boys are definitely hungry to repeat.
Yeah, as mentioned earlier, Marty Richards won the first and only Division I title here for the Cougars back in 2017, and then last season coaching at his alma mater, Essex High School, and leading them to a Division I title. So teams, captains back on here to the respective sidelines as we get ready for the national anthem, which we will pause for. beautiful weather out here tonight. Andrew, can't ask for anything more.
No, it's a great way to start the season. We're in the low 70s, high 60s. Clear skies, nice light breeze, so it won't be too bad throwing or kicking the ball tonight. But definitely a great weather for a Friday night football game.
James Streeter will be kicking off here this evening for the Cougars. He'll look to tee things up at his 40-yard lines. Parker Dodlin back deep, along with Landon Underwood for the Bobwhites. They stand at their respective 10-yard line. Bobwhites will be going from right to left on your video screen. Streeter looks to his left, then his right, and we are underway. A short, high-end left kick, and a pick up here by number 80 with the fair catch, Tim Sanders. Andrew, alert play there by Sanders.
Yeah, smart play. Short little kick. I was just thinking that if they do kick it to Underwood, he's got wheels. So he is definitely a threat. But yeah, smart play by Timmy to get the ball and just get down so they can start their next series.
So here we go. Good starting field position here for the Bobwhites. 1st and 10 at their own 35. Seneca DeRocher, shotgun formation. And we've got a flag here before the snap of the football. Bobwhites showing a 2-receiver set on that far side. We got a legal motion against the BFA offense. Andrew, that's not what you want to see before you even snap the football to start the season.
Nope, definitely not. But unfortunately, that's part of the game. So we'll see how they come out after this one. Hopefully they can shake it off and just drive it down the field.
All right, Bobwhites break the huddle. Deegan Rathburn splits out wide on the far side. Again, shotgun formation here for Seneca DeRocher. Long count, motion in the backfield. There's a snap and a handoff over to the far side. Looking to turn the corner is Dodlin, and Dodlin's still up. And Dodlin will have enough for a BFA first down.
That's how you pick up yards after a penalty right there.
So the Bobwhites looking at a long 1st and 15. Looks like they're going to mark them right around the first down marker. They're going to be second. Oh. They single first down, so 1st and 10 off the 15-yard scamper for the Bobwhites. Bobwhites break the huddle. Rathburn now splits out wide here to the near side. Dodlin slot man here to the near side. Again, DeRocher up under center. Handoff straight ahead, I believe, to the fullback. See if that was Liam Wood. Indeed, that is. Wood's first carry of the day, good for 4 yards, setting up a 2nd and 6.
This is the bread and butter right here, that Delaware wing tee. Ground and pound.
DeRocher gets the signal call from the Bobwhite sideline. He'll go back up under center. Looks like Wood, lone man in the backfield. Pass, fired out. The backfield ball is caught close to the first down. Number 26, Parker Dodlin, coming down for the reception. And looks like the officials will credit him for the first down and a 6-yard catch.
It's a great ball by Seneca, putting it in a spot where only his guy can get it, keeping him away from the defensive back. Couldn't have placed it any better.
1st and 10 for the Bobwhites. Nose of the football right at the Cougar 45-yard line. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 0-0 our score. Rathburn splits out wide here to the near side. That's Underwood in the slot here to the near side. DeRocher takes a snap. Keeps the ball himself on the quarterback. Keeper breaks the snap. There goes DeRocher. Makes another man miss. And Seneca DeRocher bowling his way down to the Cougar 20-yard line. Andrew, we talked about the explosiveness of Seneca DeRocher in the pregame. We saw it there.
That is exactly it. That is what Seneca brings to the table. Both quarterbacks they have on the roster have absolute talent, but this is what Seneca does. This is his ability is to improvise, like I said.
First and 10 for the Bobwhites. Dodlin splits out wide to the far side of the field. Droscher now will go back up under center. Wood in the backfield. Back to pass under pressure. Droscher sprints out to the near side looking, fires it, lofts it high and incomplete where nobody could get that. Just throwing that one away, Andrew.
That's a good read. A lot of young quarterbacks forget that they can do that, and will try and hold it and hold it and hold it, and then end up taking a sack for a loss. But that was a great read by Seneca. Great coaching by the BFA coaching staff to reiterate that to him during practice to make sure that he makes the right reads every time.
Clock stops with the incompletion. 10:04 remaining here in the first quarter. 0-0 our score if you're just tuning in. Rathburn splits out wide here to the near side. Send it to Droscher now back up under center. Long count. Motion in the backfield from the wingback. There's a snap. It's going to be a counter over to Underwood. Underwood has a gaping hole. And there goes Landon Underwood in for a BFA touchdown. Underwood 20 yards out on the counter.
He had nobody within 7 to 10 yards of him. And that's what this offense brings, is all misconceptions. They're able to disguise their plays. They're able to, and it creates holes like that.
John Ireland heading out on the field. That was Landon Underwood, who got a nice cheer from the hometown crowd as he made his way to the bench. So Dodlin to hold on the PAT attempt. And that's John Ireland on the kick. There's a snap, high snap, bobbled. And looking to throw it away, and the PAT is no good. With that, we'll take a quick timeout. Our score, BFA 6, Mount Mansfield 0. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back to the Collins Pearly Sports Center. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand. Bobwhites with a 6-0 lead. Andrew, head coach Jeff Murray couldn't have drawn things up any better than that.
No, that's a great first series. Especially first series of the season. You always want to come away with a touchdown. Just adds that vote of confidence for not only your offense but your defense as well, and a whole team.
Back to return the kick for the Cougars. Jason Hall stands at his 10-yard line. Head coach Jeff Murray looked like he was catching up with John Ireland, who I assume will handle the kicking duties here this evening. So the Bobwhites able to score a touchdown on their first offensive series of the game, and we'll see what the MMU Cougars are able to do. So Hall is back there along with Nashua Poor, and Hall's going to feel that at the 15. Hall turning his way and wrapped up and taken down immediately by Cody Barrett.
Great coverage on that kickoff. Staying in their lanes, knowing exactly what they need to do. Nice job by number 7.
So here comes the Cougar offense led by quarterback Nathan Messier. Again, junior here for MMU. Starting this drive officially at their own 22. Cougars will line up right at the line of scrimmage. Nashua Poor splits out wide here to the near side. 2 receivers set here to the near side. Shotgun formation for Messier. And he'll hand off straight ahead, and racing here to the near side is Philip Gazul. And not a whole lot of room there as that Bobwhite defense able to swarm. And
that was a great recovery by Cody Barrett. He had that tackle come around the corner and just light him up and was able to stay on his feet and still make the tackle.
Call it.
You called it earlier. They're running that 3-4 defense. You're going to see they're going to run two high safety, excuse me. And then whatever side they have
sets up a 2nd and 6. Dropping back is Messier, fires it downfield. Short gain on the play. Ball is caught by number 14. I believe that's Parker Lawson. It's 84 on our roster. If you're for those who have a roster at home, it's 84 on the roster, but it's 14 on the field. That's Parker Lawson, the tight end, with the reception. Sets up a 3rd and 4 here for the Cougars. Archer Whelan splits out wide here to the near side. Long count here by Messier. Motion in the backfield. High snap, able to take it down. And nowhere to run as Hunter Guthier is taken down for a loss. James Harrison coming in to mop things up for the BFA defense.
Great job by the defense to stay disciplined, stay home, not overcommit, get off their blocks, and make a solid tackle.
Harrison, one of those seniors that we were talking about earlier. Bobwhites head back to punt return formation. Messier, besides being the quarterback, is also the punter for the Cougars. Now he drops back a few more steps, and his kick is away. Kind of a line drive punt. And walking away from it is Parker Dodlin, and he'll just let the Cougars down that at the BFA 31-yard line. With that, we'll take a quick timeout. Our score, BFA 6, the Cougars 0. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand. 1st and 10 here for the Bobwhites. Seneca DeRocher, shotgun formation, low snap, calls his own number, has a gaping hole to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. It's a foot race, and there it goes. Seneca down to the 10. And just like that, touchdown BFA, Seneca DeRocher.
I don't know how he still has energy left.
I mean, you could just see that it looked like the Cougars had an angle on DeRocher, but he just turned on the afterburners on the near sideline and just pulled right away from him.
That's exactly what I was talking about earlier before we started, is that he just has a whole nother speed.
A whole nother gear.
Oh, yeah. And it's not anything I've seen, and I don't know if there's anybody on this field that can stop it.
PAT attempt here by John Ireland. Better snap. Under heavy pressure, he gets it up, and Ireland's kick is good. With 7:22 remaining here in the first quarter, our score, BFA 13, Mount Mansfield 0. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand, and the Bobwhites with an early 13-0 lead.
2 series, 2 touchdowns. I think Jeff Murray's a happy man right now.
He'll have him working on the PATs, though. So here we go, Ireland with the kickoff here for the Bobwhites. Again, that's Poor and Hall back deep, and Hall will let it bounce. takes a BFA roll. He fields it at his own 3, loses a step, and he's in deep trouble. Eludes one tackler, but not the second. Brandon Caldwell in on the tackle for BFA, and the Cougars, their backs right up against their own end zone here, Andrew.
They are definitely going to have a struggle with how they move the ball in the first series. This is going to be tough. They got almost 93 yards.
Second offensive series here for the Cougars. They were unable to really move the football on their first series. $7:17 remaining here in the first quarter, and it's been all BFA. Quarterback Nathan Messier. Shotgun formation. His heels right on his 1-yard line. 2 receivers at the top side of your screen, and it's going to be a handoff straight ahead over to the far side to Kazoo. He looks to break 1 tackle, still on his feet, and he'll have enough for the first down. So Cougars wanted a little breathing room, and they got that. Their first down here in the first quarter.
That was a good, solid, hard-nosed run by Kazoo. So, see if they go right back to it. I mean, it's working right now.
1st and 10, no huddle offense here for the Cougars. Archer Whelan splits out wide here to the near side. 2 receivers set here to the near side. Here's a snap, handoff on the far side to Gazzo. And no running room for him this go-around. Call it a no gain on the play. It's going to set up a 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
It's like they're having a little bit of a struggle with a handoff in the backfield. That's the 3rd handoff, 2 on this series, 1 on the last one, where quarterback and running back are just kind of running into each other.
Sets up a 2nd and 10. Nashua Poor splits out wide here to the near side. Again, Messier, shotgun formation, got motion in the backfield. Messier back to pass, firing it high and deep here to the near side, and incomplete pass intended for Nashua Poor. Well defended there by BFA, by Liam Wood, who's running stride for stride with him, Andrew.
Liam's another one that's kind of, having coached him in the past, he's one of those ones where you look at him and you don't think he's going to be that fast, but when you get him on the football field, he's deceptively quick.
Sets up a 3rd and long here for the Cougars. Call it 3rd and 10. 2 receivers set here to the near side. Messier takes a snap. Bootlegs there over to the near side under heavy pressure. Looking to step up in the pocket. He does, and he's finally upended well short of the first down. James Harrison coming in to seal things off against Messier. Call it a 2, maybe 3-yard pickup for the quarterback. We'll set up a 4th and call it 7 here for MMU.
It's like they're going to go no huddle.
Parker Dodlin drops back deep for the punt. We'll see Messier will look to punt things away. High snap over his head, and Messier just kneels it down at his own 12-yard line, giving himself up. And the BFA Bobwhites, Andrew, have a golden opportunity to blow this game wide open here halfway through the first quarter.
Absolutely. Starting 5 yards outside of your red zone. I mean, this is, you couldn't ask for better field position other than on the 1-yard line.
So the Bobwhite offense looks to take the field. If you're just tuning in, 2 offensive possessions, 2 touchdowns for the Bobwhite offense here early in tonight's game. Dodlin splits out wide for the far side for the Bobwhites. Rathburn splits out wide here to the near side. DeRocher up under center, more traditional Delaware wing T look. Handoff straight ahead to Liam Wood. Minimal gain on the play to the fullback. Called a pickup of 1, so sets up a 2nd and 9. Ball spotted at the Cougar 13-yard line. Rathburn splits out wide to the far side. Wood lines up with the fullback here to the near side. Double wing formation. And we have movement by the Bobwhite offensive line. I think we had one of the guards kind of flinch there, Andrew.
Yeah, 52, Austin Wagner. Just a little too happy to be playing football again.
That's a second offensive penalty against BFA here this evening. Not unexpected in a season opener to see a few flags out there. So Bobwhites look to spread things out now here on second and about 13. 4 receivers set, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Seneca DeRocher rolls out under pressure, fires it towards the end zone, and in for a BFA touchdown. Parker Doblin holds things in from 15 yards out, and the Bobwhites extend their lead.
A great throw right there by Liam. I'm sorry, Seneca.
So the BFA Bobwhite offense keeps chugging along here. 3 offensive series, 3 touchdowns. John Ireland to attempt the PAT, the 3rd time he's attempted it here in only the first quarter. There's a snap. Ireland's kick is up, and it is good. Our score with 4:30 remaining in the first quarter, it's BFA 20, Mount Mansfield 0. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Purley Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew. Sorry, we've been talking about Liam Wood, Andrew Knapp. I got a concussion a few months ago. It's still lingering. Did call some games with Andrew Wood many years ago. Kick here over here to the near sideline. And it's going to roll out of bounds. Penalty against BFA off Ireland's kick.
It was a good placement, just a little too much English on it.
So be good field position here for the Cougar offense. Andrew, I mean, when your team is already down by 20 points and the first quarter is not even over, as a coach, what do you tell your squad?
The biggest thing is you got to tell them it's not over. We've 4:30 left in the first quarter. You still have 3 quarters of football left, and this is high school ball. I mean, it can change in the drop of a dime. Like it's not. Nothing is over until the scoreboard's off.
1st and 10. That's Poor in motion. Messier takes a snap, pitches it to Poor around the end. Poor has some running room, turns the corner, has the first down and more. And Poor tackled down at the BFA 46-yard line. And the Cougars, for the first time this evening, in Bobwhite territory.
What really is going to come into play for the Cougars is to keep their composure, not try to force anything. Again, like I said, this is still, they're going no huddle here, so.
Harrison gets off for BFA, no huddle. Messier rolls here to the near side, fires it high, and it is intercepted! Intercepted by BFA, Seneca DeRocher. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at his own 39-yard line. So DeRocher making it happen on both sides of the field here tonight.
I said it in the beginning, you're going to see a lot of guys playing both ways, offense and defense, and Seneca's just doing everything he possibly can right now in the first 6 minutes to help the Bobwhites, solidify a massive lead before we even end the first quarter.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for BFA. Nose of the football on their own 40-yard line. 4:14 remaining here in the first quarter. All BFA leading the Cougars 20-0. Now we've got an official timeout. Officials chatting things over here. I got a equipment issue apparently for one of the Bobwhite players. Looks like number 26, Parker Dovlin. So here we go, back on the field. 2 receivers set to the top side of your screen here. DeRocher takes it, hands off here to the near, keeps his own number, and Seneca DeRocher faked me out there for a moment. 8 yards on the quarterback keeper.
I definitely thought he gave it to Liam, and I was a little hesitant. I was like, uh-oh. But again, like I said, that's what Seneca brings to the table, is his ability to dissect a play while it's happening right in front of him at such a quick rate is what makes him such an elite athlete at the high school level.
Bobwhites huddle up here. Caldwell splits out wide here to the near side. Dozier up under center. Long count, there's a snap. Handoff straight ahead to the fullback, and bursting free is Wood. Wood with the first down and more, and Wood with a stiff arm down to the Cougar 35-yard line.
We can get that wide receiver out just a little bit faster. I think Liam would have had it for 6 right there.
Got a flag on the field here against BFA, so I missed the call, Andrew.
Going to be holding on their line.
Okay.
So we're going to erase that entire play right there.
It'll be 10 yards from the spot of the infraction. That will move the ball back to the Bobwhite 39-yard line. So Liam Wood's run is wiped off the books. Caldwell splits out wide to the far side of the field. Dozier up under center. There's a snap. Calls his own numbers, looking to make it outside, and he's taken down up around the shoulder pads. He was looking for a flag for a horse collar tackle, but we have another flag on the field on the far side, Andrew. Illegal use of the hands against BFA. And while head coach Jeff Murray, I'm sure, has been pleased with his offense, he can't be pleased with the number of penalties here in the first quarter.
No, at this point, you're kind of just you're beating yourself down, driving yourself back, and you know, making your skill players have to work just that much harder, making your line have to work that much harder to account for the negative yardage here.
Penalty is declined. They'll take the sack that they achieved against Seneca DeRocher. It's going to set up a 3rd and a mile here. Call it 3rd and 20 for the Bobwhites. Let's see what they do here. Looks like Caldwell splits out wide to the near side. 2 receivers set. Shotgun formation here for BFA. He'll hand off. Key to call his own number. That's Seneca DeRocher. Makes a man miss, and now he's got a lane. Picks up a block to the outside. Here's Seneca DeRocher. He'll have the first down and more. And Seneca DeRocher on 3rd and 20 convert for BFA.
This kid is on fire tonight. There is nothing that he can't do.
So 3rd and 20, quarterback keeper caught a pickup of about 35 on the carry. Coming in for BFA, Isaac Gratton checks in, running back for the Bobwhites. 2:22 remaining in the first quarter. BFA with a 20-0 lead. Caldwell splits out wide here to the near side. Dozier up under center. Long count, there's a snap. Handoff straight ahead to the fullback. That is Gratton, who just came into the game. Gratton, credit him for a couple of yards on the fullback carry.
I think Coach Murray's giving Seneca a little time there to catch his breath before he throws in the next play.
Can understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, Seneca DeRocher must be closing in on 100 yards already in the first quarter.
He's got to be pretty close.
4 receivers set here for the Bobwhites. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Shotgun formation for Seneca DeRocher. He'll take the snap, back to pass, has some time, looking downfield, fires it deep and long into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, BFA! Parker Godwin stretches out for it, and the Bobwhites extend their lead.
Beautiful, beautiful throw. I don't know many. I haven't seen much college football here in the state of Vermont, but when you look over, over the country and watch it on TV and stuff like that, that is a college throw right there. You couldn't place that any better.
Beautiful throw, beautiful catch by Dodlin. And the Bobwhites are just making this a nightmare of a first quarter for the Cougars. Ireland with the PAT. There's the snap. Kick is up, and Ireland's kick is good. With 1:11 remaining here in the first quarter, our score, BFA 27, Mount Mansfield 0. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Purley Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand here. All BFA, Andrew, 27-0.
All BFA and all Seneca. Seneca DeRocha is the name of the day.
Kick here to the near side, and tackle is made by Sawyer Chaput Graves for BFA. Andrew, I got to tell you, I couldn't tell you how long since I've seen such a dominating first quarter.
Absolutely.
27-0.
I don't even know what else to say. I mean, like you said, 27-0. You have 1:05 left in the first quarter. I said the first quarter. Like, you have one person right now accountable for over 200 total yards.
You know, we talked about, a little bit in the pregame about, Rutland and Essex and Hartford, Burton Burton, who BFA will play next week, but BFA is going to be in the conversation this year, folks. Handoff and met in the backfield, almost met in the backfield. Nice handoff, or fake handoff by the quarterback Nathan Messier, who picks up, call it 4 on the quarterback keeper. As we're under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Cougars seem content to take their time here and regroup at the end of the first quarter.
Well, it's like I said, you don't want to rush it.
Call it 2nd and 6, low snap, and handoff is made straight ahead, and bursting free for the first down is Hunter Guthier. Gothier will have enough for the first down. They'll move the sticks, and 22 seconds remaining here, and a first quarter MMU would like to forget. Right back to the line. There's the snap. Messier hands it off to Guthier again. Guthier breaks another tackle. Now flag flies, where we're probably going to have a holding penalty against that Cougar offensive line. Three seconds remaining in the first quarter. There's the holding call against the Cougars.
For as young as this Cougars offensive line is, they're holding their own pretty well tonight so far. Most of the pressure that's coming through is coming from the outsides, but that interior line is holding the BFA front three very, very well.
They restart the clock, and the horn sounds, and that will do it. Well, before I throw it away, it looks like the officials are chatting. It should be the end of the first quarter. It is the end of the first quarter of play. Our score, BFA 27, Mount Mansfield 0. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Purley Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand. Andrew, your thoughts on the first quarter?
Domination. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a BFA team dominate like this over the last couple years. These guys...
Couple of years, maybe over the last, 20 years.
I've only been up here for a few, so...
I guess I thought you beat by a couple.
But they're playing with an intensity that you don't see very often.
So here we go. First and 18 for the Cougars. Ball spotted at their own, call it 37-yard line. Quarterback Nathan Messier, shotgun formation. We got motion in the backfield. Messier back to pass, looking here to the near side, fires it, and it is caught by number 13, McCormick. Aiden McCormick, he gets back some of that penalty off that hold. back to about the original line of scrimmage. Sets up a second and call it 9. Ball officially spotted at the Cougar 49-yard line. Aiden McCormick splits out wide here to the near side. 3 receivers set on the top side of your screen here. There's the snap. Rolling over on the far side and firing his Messier, who has his man for the first down. A nice little stutter step before he's drilled down. I don't know if that was Kyle Taft. Yeah, Kyle Taft on the reception there for the Cougars, and starting to see some offensive life here, Andrew, for MMU.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like from what I saw, not this last play, but the play before, it looks like they're playing a zone defense, so they're going to find a lot of holes. And that's what Nathan Messier needs to look for, is those holes in the defense and put the ball right there where his player can get it. But that was a good adjustment to come back to the ball.
Taft splits out wide here to the near side. Messier pitches it over to Poor. Poor fires it on the quarterback or receiver option pass, and down to about the 2-yard line is Luke Bingsley. So a little razzle-dazzle there by the Cougars, going deep into the playbook.
When you throw plays like that, you're going to catch the safeties off guard, because they ran that play earlier in the first quarter, and he kept it and run. So your corners and your safeties are going to key on that and then react, and they ended up getting burnt, obviously, because they weren't expecting the throw.
So first and goal here for the Cougars. First real scoring opportunity for him this evening. Messier, and we've got a flag against Mount Mansfield, I believe, and it is going to be a legal procedure against MMU. So that will be a 5-yard penalty and push the Cougars back to about the 6. 10:21 remaining here in the second quarter. If you're just tuning in, it's all BFA 27-0. Although Mount Mansfield trying to get on the scoreboard here on this possession.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. They've had some pretty good success with that.
Messier rolls out under heavy pressure, lofts it in the end zone, and incomplete. Pass intended for James Streeter. So looking at a second and goal from about the 6. So again, no huddle here for the Cougars. Messier, shotgun formation, 2 receivers set here to the near side. Motion in the backfield, Messier. Hands off straight ahead to his fullback. Pickup of a couple on the play.
First man through the lines, Mr. James Harrison right there.
Harrison with the stop. It's going to set up a 3rd and goal from about the 4. Messier looking over to his far sideline to his head coach, Nick Machad, for the play call. Nick Machad, I believe this is his 4th season for the Cougars. Has a St. Albans connection as well. Lives in St. Albans and actually coached for the St. Albans Steelers a few moons ago. That was back when Brad Ravelin was head coach for the St. Albans Steelers. And in an interesting twist, Brad Ravelin is now an assistant coach for the Mount Mansfield Cougars. With that, there's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout here ourselves. Our score with 9:10 remaining here in the second quarter. It's BFA 27, Mount Mansfield 0. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV.
Let's hear it for your Bobwhite.
And welcome back to Bobwhite football.
Back out on the field here. The Cougars looking at a 3rd and goal from the 4. Going to be a 2 receiver set on the top side of the screen here. They roll out Nashua Poor here wide out on the bottom. Messier shotgun formation, motion in the backfield. And it's going to be a pitch here to the near side, and bobbing and weaving his way forward is in for a Cougar touchdown. Luke Subin Billingsley in for the score as the Cougars are finally able to tack some points on the board here this evening, Andrew.
And that's where it starts. They got to keep riding that wave right there. The progression, the adrenaline, the feeling of scoring that first touchdown is usually what gets people the most jazzed up.
James Streeter to attempt the PAT here for the Cougars. There's the snap. Kick is blocked. So the PAT is no good. Our score with 9:03 remaining here in the first half. It's BFA 27, Mount Mansfield 6. You're watching BFA Bobwhites football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand as the Cougars have gotten their first score of the evening. Andrew, nice looking drive there by Mount Mansfield.
Started with some good field position and just capitalized on being able to, stay composed and not let the score overwhelm them.
Dodlin back deep here for the Bobwhites, and I believe Landon Underwood. They stand back at around their own 12-yard line. Short end-over-end kick, and it's going to be caught by a Upman, and bracing forward and still is racing is number 44, Isaac Gratton. And there goes Gratton to the 20, and it's a foot race, and Isaac Gratton takes it a distance for a BFA touchdown.
BFA is firing on every cylinder on every side of the ball. Offense, defense, special teams.
So Gratton, one of the middlemen on the kick return team, fielded the short kick, made his way to the outside, and then Andrew was just a foot race, and he stayed in bounds and took it the distance.
It looked like they were going to catch him there for a second. Thought maybe, just maybe, but had enough distance.
Then you can start to smell the end zone, right? You can almost smell it, and it almost gives you an extra gear.
Yep. He must have talked to Seneca to see what his secret was.
So the Bobwhites re-extend their lead here as John Ireland attempts the PAT. There's the snap, there's the kick, it's up, and Ireland's kick is good. With 8:54 remaining here in the second quarter, BFA 34, Mount Mansfield 6. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand. And Andrew, just when you thought maybe the Cougars could be getting their way back into this game, bam! Gratton and BFA say, hey, not yet.
They're looking to close the door and put a nail in it real fast and real quick.
All right, John Ireland back out here to kick away. Line drive kick's going to be fielded at around the 15-yard line. Looking to turn it upfield, but is tackled immediately. That's Hutton Guthier on the kick return.
Good tackle by Austin Wagner.
8:46 remaining here in the second quarter. Want to remind you that BFA will be on the road next week as they travel down to Manchester, Vermont, down Route 7. That game next Saturday at 1 o'clock. Unfortunately, Northwest Access TV will not be making that trip. But that should be a fun matchup, Andrew.
Absolutely. It's always tough making those long trips, but when you get down there, strap on the pads and get ready to go, I have no doubt these guys will come ready to play.
The only longer trip you can really make is down to Mount Anthony.
Yeah.
So here we go, back on the field. Full receiver set. Now we got another flag and an illegal procedure coming up against the Cougar offense. Excellent crowd on hand here at the Collins Pearly Sports Center. Again, if you're just tuning in, it's the season opener here in Vermont high school football. It's going to be a 3-receiver set to the top side of the field here for the Cougars. Quarterback Nathan Messier, shotgun formation. He'll look to hand it off to Guthier over on the far side. Guthier breaks one tackle, breaks a second, breaks a third, and now Guthier has a lane. And it's a foot race here to the near side. And Guthier looking behind him, and it's a foot race, and Guthier will have just enough to deke it in. Is there a signal? And they're going to count him. No signal yet. They don't know if they're going to call him down at around the 1 yard line. That was tremendous hustle there by Cody Barrett, who was not going to let Guthier take that the distance.
And Cody came from the other side of the field. Again, the athleticism that this Bobwhite team has this year is absolutely probably one of the best groups they've had in a while.
Cody Barrett, only a junior here for BFA, so it's going to be 1st and goal. They're going to count him out at around the 1. Shotgun formation here again for Messier. It's got Gonzalo lined up beside him. There's a flag. Handoff goes to Gonzalo, and he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. But this one's coming back anyways, Andrew. I think we got an illegal motion against the Cougars.
Yeah. I didn't quite see where it came from, but I have a feeling it was on the outside there with the receivers.
Legal procedure, as you can see, is the official call on the field. That'll be a 5-yard penalty that the men in stripes will march off. Andrew, I don't know, do you have any out-of-town scores by chance? Or
I don't yet, no.
We'll certainly have some after the half for folks. But a couple of good ones taking place tonight. Rutland and Essex, and St. Johnsbury and Hartford. Back on the field, Messier with the snap. He rolls to the far side. Messier now tucks the ball, heads to the end zone, and he's upended before he reaches the cones. And he's going to be short. That's going to set up a 2nd and goal from, call it about the 2.
2nd and goal for MMU from the 2-yard line.
Taking a look, it looks like we've got Rutland with a 9-0 lead on Essex, and it's St. Johnsbury leading Hartford 21-7. Also, Seaview leading Middlebury 18-0. Back on the field, there's a snap and a handoff on the far side, and in for the score, number 20, Philip Gonzalo. And the Cougars with their 2nd touchdown here in the 2nd quarter.
They are going to fight their way back.
If you wanted to see offensive football, well, you tuned into the right game here this evening, folks. Streeter with the PAT kick here for the Cougars. Billingsley to hold. There's a snap. They get it down. Kick is blocked once again. 2nd time this evening we've seen that BFA special teams unit block the PAT. With that, our score with 7:27 remaining in the 2nd quarter, BFA 34, Mount Mansfield at 12. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on the Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand. Bobwhite's set to receive. Bobwhite kick return team already good for 1 touchdown this evening. Isaac Grattan taking one back the distance. James Streeter to kick off here for the Cougars. Underwood and Dodlin back deep for the Bobwhites. Little squib pick here to the near side, and that's going to be fielded at around the 20. It's a little stutter step and taking it over to the far side of the field. And that's where the Bobwhites offensive series will start. Looks like that was Brandon Caldwell on the kick return. So 7:19 remaining here in the second quarter. Bobwhites with a 34-12 lead. And we'll see Seneca DeRocher back on the field, which, Andrew, seems like it's been a little while now.
I was just thinking the same thing. You got the special teams touchdown. You've got the defense holding strong. It's been a minute or two since he's been out here.
He's up under center. Now we've got motion in the backfield. There's a snap, hand, play action pass. Dorsher back, fires it here to the near side, and hits his man in the backfield. That's number 26, Parker Dodlin. So Dodlin close to the first down mark as the Bobwhites go to the air on first down. It is good for 10 yards. The officials now marking it a first down for BFA.
Your Bobwhites.
Rathburn splits out wide to the far side. Two receivers set on that far side. Hand off to Wood. Liam Wood breaks one tackle, but not the second. Picks up one on the carry for the fullback. Not a whole lot of running room there that go around, Andrew.
No, he had I just got done earlier telling him that the front line for MMU on their offensive series is doing a really good job, and BFA is doing the same thing. Just it looked like that guy blitzed right straight through the front A gap, and well, we saw what happened.
Rathburn splits out wide to the far side. Seneca DeRocher up under center. Double wing formation. And a handoff goes straight to Wood once again. And Liam Wood picks up maybe 4 on the carrier, setting up a third and about 4. So the Bobwhites kind of content here to run it between the tackles a little bit.
Yep. They chip away 3-4 yards at a time and do that at least 3 times, and you've got a first down, and then just keep chewing the clock. But you'll see MMU is running a 5-2 defense, so they're really banking on their front line being able to get through and get some pressure in the backfield.
Dodlin splits out wide here to the near side, 3rd and 4. Handoff here to the near side, and busting free for the first down and more. A little stutter step and still on his feet and streaking towards the end zone is Parent. So first down once again. Sorry, that was number 32, Gabriel Laughlin, on the carry for the Bobwhites. His first carry of the evening. A big one.
Another one of their seniors.
And Bobwhites knocking on the door again. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 19.
The MMU 18-yard line.
Rathburn splits out wide to the far side. Dorsher up under center, again double wing formation. Liam Wood checks back in at fullback. Long count. Now we got some motion in the backfield, and the handoff goes to Wood, who has a gaping hole, lowers his shoulder, and Wood will pick up close to 10 on the carry.
I tell you what, this Bobwhite front line is doing a phenomenal job of making holes, getting the openings for the backs to hit, and these receivers are doing an outstanding job blocking as well. I think that's one thing in high school football that gets kind of lost is receivers that play in a predominantly run offense. That's what their job is to block. And you know, sometimes you'll see they'll take a play or 2 off, but these guys are just holding blocks, making the lanes.
So here we go, 2nd and 1, ball spotted at the Cougar 9-yard line. Dodlin splits out wide here to the near side. Dorsher up under center. MMU showing blitz. Handoff goes straight ahead, I believe, to Liam Wood. And Liam Wood is in for a BFA touchdown. Wood from 9 yards out. And the Bobwhites extend their lead.
They put 40 up on MMU in the first half. I think they're going to go for a record tonight.
I don't know what the record is. But I'm sure head coach Jeff Murray will be calling off the dogs as soon as possible. You'll see a lot of fresh faces in the second half. There's the kick by Ireland, and it is no good. With that, we'll take a quick timeout here on the field. Our score with 4:32 remaining, BFA 40, Mount Mansfield 12. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp on hand. Bobwhites with a 40-12 lead here late in the second quarter. Andrew, your thoughts on that last BFA drive?
They did exactly what I think Coach Murray wanted to do. Is they kept it on the ground. You had the one pass to Dodland just to pick up the first down, but other than that, they're just going to try and chew clock.
Ireland's kick heads out of bounds at the MMU 22-yard line, so the penalty flag flies. Again, the Bobwhites on the road next Saturday as they play at Burton. I believe that will be the first ever trip by a BFA football team to Manchester to take on the Bulldogs. Of course, Burton, longtime Division II team up until recently.
They've had a lot of success over the years, so it's nice to see them getting out and challenging themselves and moving up to D1.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 here for the Cougars. 4:32 remaining in the first half. Motion in the backfield. There's a snap. Play action pass by Messier. He fires it high into the air and is incomplete. Seneca DeRocher on the coverage downfield, step for step. Pass was intended for Subin Billingsley. DeRocher playing safety defensively here for the Bobwhites. So here goes shotgun formation, two-man split out wide here for the Cougars. Handoff goes straight ahead to Guthier. Guthier makes one man miss, now a second, and Guthier has enough for a Cougar first down.
Good job by Nathan Parent coming from his safety position to make that tackle.
One thing that you've seen in this second quarter, Andrew, is that there's been some running room for Hunter Guthier back there.
Yeah, and you're going to find that when you run against a 3-4 defense. You're going to have a lot of holes open up right up the middle. But on the defensive side, that's where your linebackers have to step up, and they got to play run first, pass second.
Motion in the backfield. Pitch here to the man in motion. That's Sabon Billingsley. He'll have enough for the first down. In on the tackle, that was Cody Barrett for BFA.
Again, he's covering some field. That last touchdown possession for MMU, he covered the length of the field to get the tackle, and this one he came from the opposite side and was able to hold him to, just enough to get the first down.
1st and 10. Two receivers to the top side of the field. Got Nashua Poor splitting out wide here to the bottom side. Messier shotgun, that's Poor in motion. Long count, they get it off. Messier rolling over the far side, pump fakes, now looking across his body and is almost intercepted. Very fortunate that Timothy Sanders did not come down with it from BFA.
Tim Sanders has got some, for the size that he is, and he's a nimble guy for his size, and he's got great hands. So I'm kind of surprised to see him not come down with that.
Sets up a 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. Clock stops with the incompletion. 3:06 remaining here. 4 receivers set. 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom here. Messier takes a snap. Hands off straight ahead to the running back. Gonzalo. He picks up, call it 5, setting up a 3rd and 5 here for the MMU Cougars. Again, 4 receiver set. Cougars taking their time at the line of scrimmage. Messier with the snap. Hands off to Guthier on the far side. Bounces off one defender. Guthier, some second effort, is going to be close to a Cougar first down.
The outside linebackers have got to stay home. They're getting sucked in and getting picked up in the mess of the trenches. And then the corners are just staying on the blocks. They got to shut off the blocks, and they got to come down and read the run.
So 1st and 10 here for the Cougars. I believe they have all 3 timeouts remaining. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the first half. Under 2 minutes to go. Cougars really in not any hurry here at this point. Ball spotted at the BFA 29-yard line. 2 receivers set here to the near side. Archer Whalen split out wide here to the near side. There's motion. So 3 here to the near side for the Cougars, and ball is caught, but down immediately is Luke Subin Billingsley. Again, in high school football, as soon as your knees go down with the ball, the play is dead. Called a pickup of about 3 on the play. That's going to set up a 2nd and 7. Did stay in bounds, so the clock will continue to run. Nashua Poor splits out wide to the far side. There's the snap. Messier hands off to Guthier on the far side. Guthier cuts up and is close to the first down. Again, BFA keeps them in bounds with 58 seconds. We'll look to that MMU sideline to see if we get a timeout here soon. Clock does stop momentarily as they move the sticks with the first down. And there we've got a first timeout by that Cougar offense. Andrew, any thoughts in regards to this MMU drive thus far?
I'm kind of surprised that they're just sticking with the run. Being we got 58 seconds, they started the drive with just over 2 minutes remaining in the quarter, or the half for that matter. But I wouldn't be surprised if from here Coach Mashad starts going to the air a little bit more, or starts doing some outside runs and instructing his guys get out of bounds so he can hold on to those 2 timeouts.
All right, Bobwhite defense heads from the near sideline back onto the field after getting a little bit of a pep talk from their defensive coordinator, Rusty Brannon. So here we go, 2 receiver set here to the near side. Messier shotgun formation, 1st and 10. And he's under heavy pressure, and Messier is sacked in the backfield by BFA. A couple of Bobwhites in there, including number 56, Michael McNall.
Now Nathan Messier has to come off for at least 1 play.
And there it is, Messier heading over to the sideline, so we'll see who they substitute in. Looks like number 8, Nashua Poor. And I'm a little surprised they haven't used one of their timeouts.
Clock just keeps ticking away.
We're down to 21 seconds remaining on 2nd and about 15. Shotgun formation, maybe that's Nashua Hall who's in at quarterback. It is Hall under heavy pressure, tosses up, it's intercepted! Intercepted by BFA, and that will do it with 6 seconds. So the Bobwhite defense ends things with a bang on the far side. Andrew, I don't know if you caught the number.
That was Timmy Sanders.
Timmy Sanders with the INT for the Bobwhite defense. Their 2nd interception of the first half.
It's his redemption for the tip that he should have had earlier.
I'm sure he feels that way. 5 seconds showing on the scoreboard here at the Collins Pearly. So Bobwhite's likely to just take one last play. Likely a knee. As head coach Jeff Murray talking with his offense. So here we go. Bobwhite offense on the field for likely one last play of the half. Looks like the Bobwhites are lining up in the victory formation here to take one last knee. Seneca DeRocher up under center. He'll take the snap, take the knee, and that, folks, will do it for the first half. Our score, BFA 40, Mount Mansfield 12. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp. Bobwhites leading 40-12. Andrew, your thoughts on the first half?
I think the score kind of speaks for itself. That was a BFA domination on all ends of the football field, from your offense to your defense, your special teams, obviously with Grattan returning the kickoff there for a touchdown. Let's hope these guys can come out and ride that train of success and keep it going all the way through.
Mount Mansfield will be set to return. I should say maybe BFA will be kicking off and MMU set to return in the second half. Some out-of-town scores. We've got Essex leading Rutland 22-15. We've got CVU leading Middlebury 21-0. And we have St. Johnsbury leading Hartford 28-14. Those are our out-of-town scores and games taking place in and around Vermont this evening. Both teams back out on the field here. Cougars heading out with their kick return team. Bobwhites set to kick off. Again, John Ireland handling the kicking duties here this evening for the Bobwhites. Ireland's looking around for a football. There you go. That helps to get things started.
It does. Kind of need that.
One of the key components of the game. All right. Again, great crowd on hand here at the Collins Pearly Sports Center. The BFA faithful always turn up well here and typically travel well.
They do, especially the student section.
Yeah. All right, Ireland to kick away. High end over end kick, and it's bobbled and finally picked up at the 10-yard line. Looking to take it on the outside is number 10, Archer Whalen.
Oh, he fumbled.
And we also have a flag on the field at the 31-yard line. And if this is an illegal block on the kick return against the Cougars, that's not going to make head coach Nick Machon very happy, because that happened well away from the ball carrier. Officials chatting things over. Again, I believe it will be against the Cougar kick return team. Illegal block against MMU. All right, 11:51 showing on the scoreboard here in the third quarter. Bobwhites with a 40-12 lead. They march the ball back to the Cougar 15-yard line, where we see quarterback Nathan Messier, and then MMU squad back on the field here. Nashua Poor splits out wide here to the near side. Two receivers set on the top side of the field here for the Cougars. Play action, and a little pass incomplete off into the flats. Was looking for Subin Billingsley.
So it looked like on that first possession there, BFA went from a 3-4 to a 4-3. They took James Harrison and put him down as a defensive tackle. I don't know if maybe that was just the prescribed play call for the start, but I'd be curious to see, which it looks like he's going to stay there. And I think that's going to help with that interior run stop.
So at least one defensive adjustment for the Bobwhites. Handoff here to the near side, and not a whole lot of running room for Gut there. He's stacked up but still on his feet, and BFA comes up with the ball. It's Seneca DeRocher. No signal on the field, but somehow Seneca DeRocher, while Gunther was fighting for the football, came up with it, and that is going to be DeRocher's second time taking the ball away defensively this evening. First an interception, and that a strip fumble recovery.
That is somewhat of an uncommon play right there. You would have thought that would have been blown dead within seconds, but nope. They came out and decided they're going to let him play.
So the first turnover of the second half. Bobwhite defense comes away with it. Bobwhite offense now on the field, an excellent field position at the MMU 16-yard line. Rathburn splits out wide here to the near side. DeRocher under center. Hands off over on that far side, looking to turn the corners. Underwood, and Underwood is in for a BFA touchdown. So the Bobwhites spend very little time. One play is all it takes after the turnover, and they're in for the score.
Same play he scored on in the first quarter right there. Exact same play. He was just able to turn it up into the middle of the field instead of kicking it outside this time.
So the Bobwhite offense continues to dominate into the second half. John Ireland to attempt the PAT. Dodlin to hold. There's a snap. Dodlin gets it down. Ireland's kick is up. It's long enough, and it is good. With 11:25 remaining here in this third quarter, it's BFA 47, Mount Mansfield 12. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Again, the Bobwhites with a 47-12 lead. Andrew, your thoughts on that one snap possession?
That's exactly what it is, a one-stop shop right there. Again, going back to what works, and Landon Underwood took it for a 30-yard scamper on pretty much the exact same spot as he did in the first quarter.
So here we go, Bobwhites looking to kick away once again. Kicker John Ireland getting a workout with his leg here this evening.
That he is. I'll get him some ice afterwards.
Yeah. Kick is away. Line drive. Kick's going to be fielded. His knee, I thought, was down at the 12, and there's the whistle. Yeah. Tried to short hop that Jason Hall, and they're going to say Hall's knee was down. Kind of acting like a shortstop there.
They're going to call it down at the 12-yard line. MMU, that's where they'll start first and 10.
So here we go, first and 10 for the Cougars. Messier and his offense back out onto the field.
First and 10 Cougars.
Nash Rapport splits out wide here to the near side. There's a snap. Messier hands off straight ahead. If that was, didn't see if that was Guthier, but stood up, no gain. That's actually number 20, Gonzalo.
It seems like when they don't leave, when they don't move, it's probably best we just stand for it because they don't make it far.
And it'll be second down for MMU.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see where the ball is.
So here we go, second and 10 here for the Cougars. Three receiver set at the top of your screen. There's the snap to Messier. Under heavy pressure, Messier just gets away. Ball is deflected and almost intercepted there. Was that Chase Ovett? No?
I thought it was 34, but I don't have a 34 on here.
Regardless, ball is incomplete. It's going to set up a third and 10 here for the Cougars.
That was 84, Daniel Rafferty.
So credit Rafferty with knocking that one down. Almost came up with an INT. There's a snap. Fumble on the play. Ball is on the turf, and still, finally, the Cougars able to recover. almost disastrous back-to-back turnovers. But Andrew, Mount Mansfield's going to be punting away deep from out of their own end zone.
If BFA can get good enough pressure, they might have an opportunity to block. Their Mount Mansfield punter isn't lining up very deep from the beginning of the game. But either way, I think they're gonna start on their own side of the 50.
So Messier to punt away from his own end zone. Parker dawdling back deep. Short kick. Dodlin's just going to let it fall, and it'll take a nice little MMU roll before it peters out at the Cougar 30-yard line. And that's where the offense of BFA will jog back out onto the field.
BFA Bobwhites, 1st and 10.
Starting to see some new faces out there for BFA. Isaac Gratton looks like he'll be in the backfield. He had the kick return for a touchdown earlier in the first half. Dodlin splits out wide to the far side. That's Rathburn split out wide here to the near side. Seneca hands off straight ahead, and there goes Gratton pulling his way forward, and he's going to be close to the first down.
He stopped about a yard short, so it'll be a good spot for 2nd down here.
So credit Isaac Gratton for 9 yards. Liam Wood checking back into the game.
He's coming in at quarterback for this. I think we've seen the last of Seneca DeRocher at quarterback tonight.
It's a good call, Andrew, and indeed, Liam Wood now checks in up under center. So call it 2nd and 1, Wood under center. Long count, there's a snap. Hands off here to the near side. Penetration to the backfield, but making the turn. There goes a flag against BFA. And turning the corner and taking it the distance, number 32, Gabriel Laughlin, but this one's coming back, folks. The complex crowd hasn't realized that, and that's going to be a hold against the BFA offensive line.
Silly penalty right there. He had the corner, he had the speed and the edge, and just got to be mindful of where you are and keep your hands on the inside.
So Laughlin, the senior, will have that touchdown called back. That was a nice 21-yard touchdown run taken off the board. Liam Wood will look to try to settle the troops down back in the huddle, keep them focused. As he takes the play call from the BFA sideline, and head coach Jeff Murray. And I think you're right, Andrew. I mean, Seneca's got his helmet off. I don't expect he'll be back playing defense either at this point.
I think they might keep him at defense. I don't know how deep they are at the safety position.
Handoff straight ahead once again. That's Gratton, and Gratton pulls his way down to the 10-yard line. So a beautiful hole between the tackles there, and Isaac Gratton takes full advantage.
That front line is doing everything they can to make those holes possible, and they're just phenomenal tonight. Absolutely phenomenal.
1st and goal here for BFA. Nose of the football right on the 10-yard line. Wood looks to settle things down at the line of scrimmage. Here's a snap, handoff over on the far side. Looking to break free is Barrett. And Cody Barrett picks up, call it 4, maybe 5, setting up a 2nd and goal from, I'll call it the 6.
It's a good job to pick up something where I thought I was going to get stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So it's good, kept his feet moving, kept churning.
All right, Bobwhites break the huddle. Nathan Parent splits out wide here to the near side. Wood up under center. Double wing formation, got motion in the backfield, handoff on the counterplay, and that's blown up in the backfield. Big number 78, Jordan D'Amico, just, he almost took that handoff.
He did. He did. Man, I saw that in a college highlight once. I think it was for J.J. Watt. Took down the running back and the quarterback in one foul swoop, and that was very reminiscent of that exact same play.
It's the first time we've mentioned D'Amico this evening. He's a senior, and he had quite a game last year when BFA opened the season at Mount Mansfield, but he's been quiet thus far. Again, I guess credit to the Bobwhite offensive line.
Absolutely. He's going up against number 55, the other senior for BFA, the only returning four-year starter.
3rd and 10. 3rd and goal from the 10. Wood calls his own number on the far side. Turns the corner, and there goes Liam Wood in for a BFA touchdown.
Great read by Liam, being able to see that he had the outside lane. Pull that ball and tuck and go. Again, there's nothing this BFA offense can't do today.
So Liam Wood on the quarterback keeper. Takes it in for 6 with the PAT to come. All right, John Ireland to attempt the PAT. Parker Dodlin to hold. He gets it down under pressure, and Ireland just gets it away, and it hits the upright and is no good. So our score was 6:27 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. BFA 53, Mount Mansfield 12. You're listening to BFA Bobwhite Football on Northwest Access TV.
One more chance for a second ticket.
Of our community partners, Northwestern Rehabilitation, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness. If you'd like to help support Northwest Access TV's coverage of live high school sports, have your business reach out to our staff at 802-782-8676. They cover more than 100 games during the school year, and your logo could be seen by all Franklin County and Vermont. So back out on the field here at the Collins Pearly. Got John Ireland looking to kick away. Ireland, another line drive kick. Takes a little short hop at the 10, fielding it upfield. I believe that's Guthier. Guthier looking for a little bit of a hole, and he'll lose his footing down at his own 21. So the 21-yard line is where the Cougars will start this next offensive series. They have yet to get things going here in the second half yet, Andrew.
Yeah, but you can't let this. That's the hard part about being down this big is you're gonna have doubt. You're gonna want to rush things. Quarterbacks are gonna make bad reads. You have to settle down. This is the first game of the season. It's a battle. It's a marathon. You've got plenty of weeks left. You just got to make the right decisions, play fundamentally sound football, and get out of here with, as little penalties as possible.
And, Andrew, I just saw the official signal to the scorekeeper to start running the time, so we may be moving to running time at this point in the game.
It's probably a good call.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 5:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. It's been all BFA. Certainly starting the season opener with a splash. Messier takes a snap, calls his own number, looks to split the tackles, but nothing there showing.
William Broish with the tackle, number 54, coming down from his, I believe he's a defensive tackle.
So Broish with the stop after the 3-yard gain. Clock will continue to run. And the Cougars seem to be taking a little more time now with their offensive play calls. Got another substitution here for BFA as it looks like Samuel Bapp makes his way into the game. 2 receivers set here to the near side. Messier with the snap, looking to throw. Tosses over the middle of the field. Ball is caught. And stood up is Aiden McCormick. So McCormick with a 5-yard reception is going to be stopped, I think, just short of the first down marker.
About 1 yard to go, so hopefully BFA can hold it still. But even if they do, I have a feeling MMU is going to probably go for it on 4th and 1.
Nothing to lose at this point, right?
Nope, nothing at all.
Just try to get your offense some reps. All right, 3rd and 1. Three receiver set here to the near side. Play action calling his own number is the quarterback, and he just has enough. Nathan Messier caught in the backfield, but leaned forward, needed a yard, probably got a yard and a half. So that will keep his Cougar offense out on the field.
Yeah, for MMU. First and 10 on the 33-yard line.
Three receiver set here to the near side. Jason Hall splits out wide here to the near side for Mount Mansfield. There's a snap and blown up in the backfield and almost turned over. That's going to be a sack on the play. You got a host of Bobwhite defenders, but James Harrison, one of the three in there. And just taking a look defensively, I did see, doesn't look, Seneca's out there at his safety position. It looks like we've got.
Yep. Yeah, he's sitting here with his helmet in his left hand.
Sawyer Chapeau Graves, and Nathan Parent in the two safety positions defensively for BFA. There's a snap. Messier rolling here to the near side. Facing some pressure, stepping up in the pocket, just gets it away and throws it across his body. Ball is caught, but for minimum gain. Luke Saban Billingsley came down with it, but again, caught about a 1-2 yard reception, and Andrew, BFA will give those up every single time at this point.
They will, and that's a dangerous throw to make as a quarterback, throwing across your body, across the field. But it was a great adjustment by Billingsley to haul that in, even for the small gain that it was. But it keeps him alive and got him a little extra yardage to play with.
Sets up a 3rd and 8. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side. Long count by Messier. Now we've got motion by Billingsley. Takes the snap, looking to make it across the end, turns the corner, and now he's stacked up by a host of Bobwhites. Late whistle there. They finally call it with forward progress, and now we've got a flag. You know, first game of the season, you'll see that. But I thought the official was kind of late with the whistle.
He was. It's the second time we've seen that. The first one obviously was where Seneca stripped the ball away. Usually you see that blown dead quite some time before that. And this one again, usually when you get the gang tackles, they blow it a little bit early to help eliminate any chance of injury to the player.
And it is personal foul call against BFA. Bobwhites, you're not going to get any calls at this point with when you've got a lead such as this. So they'll convert the first down with the 15-yard personal foul call. Clock continues to run here. Jason Hall splits out wide here to the near side. Handoff straight ahead to the running back. It looks like that's number 30, Hunter Guthier, on the carry, who's been more quiet here in the second half. I mean, Andrew Guthier played real well in the second quarter.
He did. He was chipping off 5, 6, 7 yards at a whack. He had a couple good long ones of about 15 to 17 yards and everything up in the middle. And I think because you got that 4-man front now.
I was going to say, give credit to the BFA coaching staff and defensive coordinator Rusty Brandon switching that defensive front and getting his arms up and batting that down for BFA. It looked to be Deegan Rathburn.
No, that would be number 60, Harrison Stone.
Thank you. Time for some new contacts, I guess. I could say that. I'm sure my optometrist will take some more business. Third and call it 7 here for the Cougars. Messier rolls out here to the near side, looking downfield, pump fake. Now fires it and caught for the first down. Number 2, Luke Sabone Billingsley makes the nice catch, just tiptoeing in bounds.
He's had some really good catches tonight. He's had to adjust and has done a very, very excellent job of coming back to the ball. A lot of low passes where he's had to dive and keep him up off the ground. And
so here we go, 24 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Again, Bobwhites with a 53-12 lead. 3 receiver set, trips formation on the top side of the screen here. There's a snap. Messier hands off straight ahead, and breaking free was Philip Gonzalo. He's good for about, call it 6 on the run, setting up a 2nd and 4. And the horn sounds, and that will do it for the third quarter. Our score, BFA 53, Mount Mansfield 12. You're watching BFA Bobwhite football on Northwest Access TV. Welcome back, everyone, here to the Collins Pearly Sports Center in St. Albans. Tate Brooks and Andrew Knapp. Andrew, your thoughts here as we head into the fourth quarter?
I think they're going to chew clock. I think anyone that's a fan of football and knows about football can agree with me on that one. You're going to have, I think Mount Mansfield is going to come out. I think they're going to continue to try and throw. They're having some success as of late with that. But once it comes to BFA on offense, they're just going to, I think they're going to run the clock.
So here we go. They start the clock before they snap the football. Again, that's because of the lead that we see here that BFA has. 4-man front for the Bobwhites. Bad snap, but Messier is able to get it off to Gunther, who gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to say loss of 1. That's going to set up about a 3rd and 6 here for Mount Mansfield. What do we got going on? Messier still getting the play call in from the Cougar coaching staff. 3 receivers set here to the near side. 3rd and 6. Good snap. Messier under heavy pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Almost loses it. Throws it over and incomplete. Good coverage downfield there by Sawyer Chaput Graves. And a good job by Messier. Andrew just stepping up in the pocket.
Yeah, he did a good job not panicking, not trying to make something happen and cause some kind of turnover. But you can see right now by his body language, he's a little frustrated.
So here we go, 4th and 6 for the Cougar offense. They've been stymied thus far here in the second half. All 12 of their points coming back in the second quarter of play. 4 receiver set. Messier sprints out to the far side, steps up in the pocket, delivers it downfield and high and incomplete. Pass was intended for James Streeter, but overthrown, and the Bobwhite defense will force the turnover on downs. And again, expect to see a lot of new faces here for the BFA offense with 10 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Liam Wood's going to resume quarterback duties.
See if we can track down some additional out-of-town scores here in the fourth quarter. Cody Barrett checks in for the Bobwhites. Seaview with a 28-13 lead on Middlebury. And we have a timeout taken by BFA. Looks like as we have some substitutions. I do want to say this broadcast is made possible with the help of our community partners. Northwestern Rehabilitation, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, and Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness. If you'd like to help support Northwest Access TV's coverage of live high school sports, have your business reach out to the staff at 802-782-8676. They cover more than 100 games during the school year, and your logo could be seen by all of Franklin County and Vermont. Andrew, what do you tell your team, if you're head coach Jeff Murray at this point?
I think at this point, you're obviously going to see a lot of underclassmen coming in. You got to play penalty-free.
Liam Wood takes a snap under center, and we've got a handoff in the backfield. And it looks like a loss of about 3 on the play. I didn't catch the player's number, unfortunately.
It was a botch play, and Liam ended up keeping it.
Got it. Second down and 13. Again, Bobwhite's on the road next week as they head down Route 7 to take on Burton. That game in Manchester, Vermont, 1 o'clock next Saturday. Unfortunately, Northwest Access TV will not be with you on that broadcast day. We'll be with you the following week, though, back here at the Collins Pearly. We'll get to that in a minute here, but back on the field. There's a snap by Wood. Handoff straight ahead, I believe, to Cody Barrett for minimal gain. So if we take a look at September 17th, I guess it's BFA at Middlebury. Should note that you had a shortage of workers everywhere in Vermont and frankly in North America, and you're seeing a lot more, not just Friday night games in high school football, but they're being forced to play Thursday and Saturday night games. So that Middlebury game in a few weeks is currently scheduled for a Saturday night in Middlebury. Here's a snap, handoff here to the near side, looking to turn the corner, and not quite getting there was Cody Barrett. So no gain on the play. It's going to set up about, I guess some minimal gain. It's going to set up a 4th and about 9. And Bobwhite's going to be forced to punt away here with 7:29. And correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, but I think this is the first punt.
I was just thinking the same thing. I think you're right. I don't think they haven't punted at all this game.
And who do we have? Is it Liam Wood back there? See if you have a better.
That's not Liam. I'm not sure who it is.
Punt is high.
That's straight up.
But straight in the air.
That would be Seneca DeRocher.
It was Seneca. He probably didn't want us to know who was kicking off that one. So, well, I'll tell you what. With the night that Seneca DeRocher's had on the field today, if he has one botch kick, call it good enough.
Yeah, I think you could take that with an oops.
I'm sure he'll look not to repeat that later in the season. Hey, if you're going to have that happen, have it when you're leading 53-12.
Exactly.
It's a good time to learn and good time to teach.
Yep. It just dropped it too early. Kicked it off his shin instead of off his foot. It happens.
Not with me, Andrew. You haven't seen my kicking. I'm lucky if you're lucky if I drop it, I can hit my foot. All right, here we go. Back on the field. Enough about my poor kicking. 1st and 10 here for the Cougars. It's going to be a 2-receiver set to the top side of the screen. Messier takes the snap, hands off here to the near side, and I believe that's Gaffney lowering the shoulder. Picks up 1, maybe 2. No, excuse me, that's not Gaffney. That is Gazio. Pickup of 1. And we're under 6 minutes to go here in a fast-moving 4th quarter. It's funny how that works when they just run the clock.
It is.
Wind picking up a little bit here at the Collins Pearly. There's a snap. Messier short hops it to his receiver, so incomplete. Pass was intended for Luke Zubin Billingsley, who's had a nice job reaching for some catches, but that one just a little too short.
Yeah, like I said earlier, he's had a pretty good game. He's had to make some very, very tough catches, had to adjust backwards. He's doing a good job.
Lorenzini splits out wide here to the near side. Messier, plenty of time, lets it rip, throws it deep towards the end zone. Jump ball, and he is going to come down with it. They're going to say catch down at around the 1. And that's, I believe, Jason Hall. Or is it?
I think it was Billingsley.
Billingsley comes down with it, number 2.
That was pretty crazy.
So doesn't quite make it into the end zone, down to about the 2. 1st and goal from the 2. Messier with the snap. Handoff straight ahead and no gain on the play. So the Bobwhite defense holds. That was Philip Glazio. Going to set up a second and goal from about the 1, so maybe about a 1-yard pickup on that. Down to 4 minutes remaining here. Quick snap, and you're in for an MMU touchdown. Galizio on the carry, makes it in this time, and the Cougars on the board here for the first time in the second half.
I know there's quite a big lead, but that's something you definitely want. You don't want to come off the field with nothing. So for them to punch it in here late in the fourth quarter, they've got to use that momentum into the next week when they go. They have their home game against North Country.
MMU going for 2 here. Messier with the snap. Under pressure, steps up in the pocket, has a little room. He is hit at the line, loses his helmet, and I think he is short of the PAT. Looks like Messier is okay. That's the most important thing. He's hopped right back up, so that's good to see, but the PAT is no good. Our score with 3:51 remaining here in the fourth quarter, it's BFA 53, MMU 18. You're listening to BFA Bobwhite Football on Northwest Access TV. Everyone, Tate Brooks, Andrew Knapp here at the Collins Pearly Sports Center, where the Cougars finally get onto the scoreboard here in the second half. At this point, Andrew, I assume you just kick away. No reason for onside kick when you're down by this score. Just,
That's what I would assume.
Yeah, play it straight up. And
I'm watching some of the signals off the MMU team, and they're kind of pointing over this way into a dead spot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to pitch it over here in front of the BFA bench, and number 30 puts on the Jets to go get it.
So James Streeter kicking away here for the Cougars. Here's Streeter's kick, a little blind drive kick, and off one hand, but picked up by one of the Bobwhite backmen. Finds a little bit of seam in between. That's number 26, Parker Dodlin. And Dodlin wrestled down at his own 40. So Bobwhite's looking to pick up a first down or two and just run out the clock here at this point and call it a day.
Yep, I definitely don't see them going to the air at all on this possession. So it's going to be straight up the middle to the outsides. And then get out of here with the W.
Gabriel Laughlin checks into the game here for the Bobwhites. 1st and 10 at the 40. Parker Gagne splits out wide here to the near side. Lined up originally offside, now he's okay. There's a snap here to the near side. Oh, stutter step. I believe that's Cody Barrett on the run. Picks up 3, maybe 4 on the carry.
And we've got a new quarterback in here to start this series, number 31, Gordon Lariviere. I think he is a junior. So get him some reps and get him some playing time.
Looks like a sophomore.
Sophomore, excuse me.
So Lariviere up under center, his first action of the season. Long count, there's a snap. Handoff straight ahead once again to Barrett. And Barrett picks up 3 more, setting up a 3rd and about 4 with 2:10 remaining.
And this is the perfect situation for Gordon, is to get this reps, to get the experience at the varsity level.
Well, especially for a sophomore, coming in against a crowd, first home game, you're going to have some butterflies.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Parker Gagne splits out wide here to the near side. There's a snap. Here's a handoff here around the end. It has some running room. They'll have the first down and more. And breaking free is Gabrielle Laughlin. So another fine run from Laughlin. We've seen a couple here in the second half, and that's enough for the first down. And Bobwhites will have a little more to do than take a few more snaps and kneels.
And I'm just taking a look, but this one looks like it'll stay this time.
Yes.
It's not coming back, so he can put that one in his stat sheet.
No yellow hankies out in the field on this one. Down to a minute 08. Chase of it splits out wide to the far side. Long count. There's a snap. There's the knee. With 48 seconds. Probably only have to do that one more time, Andrew. Down to 30 seconds. Andrew, we could probably start the post-game show right here. I'll just say this broadcast is made possible with the help of our community partners. Again, Northwestern Rehabilitation, Handy Toyota, Novus Glass, Collins Pro Sports and Fitness. If you'd like to help support Northwest Access TV's coverage of live high school sports, have your business reach out to the staff at 802-782-8676. We'll call it on the field. There's a snap and the kneel with 6 seconds. They cover more than 100 games during the school year. 4-2-4-3, depending on where they were lined up,
it speaks volumes to the coaching staff that they have.
Again, remind you that BFA will be on the road next Saturday as they travel down to Manchester, Vermont to take on Burton. The Bobwhites will improve to 1-0 on the season as they look to huddle up back in their own end zone. And that will do it. So for Andrew Knapp, I'm Tate Brooks. Again, our final score here from the Collins Pro, it's BFA 53, Mount Mansfield 18. Thanks for tuning in, and everyone, have a great night.